I just want my coffee. Is that too much to ask? It's like Jeff mode. Jeff Crisis mode 2.0 again. Hey there, folks. How's it going? Probably better than my morning so far. So far, I've been dealing with a frog in my throat for the longest time. Annoying. Um, we've we've celebrated a Jewish wedding by breaking a plate. Now, if I'm wrong, I sincerely apologize. But yeah, we had a plate. It got stuck to the bottom of a bowl with condensation. Plate goes on the floor, smash into a million pieces. It's like a halogen bulb just exploded. Um, and yeah, it just went everywhere. And I'm sorry if you're hearing voices right now because my dad's on the phone and I don't have sound blocking on this wall. But anyway, I mean, I should stop apologizing for that because it is what it is. I can only do so much. It's freezing here today. It has been for the last couple of days. I'm gonna actually see how cold it is. I didn't check this morning because I woke up late and I was like, oh shit, I have pardon my French, I have a live chat that I have to do today. Okay, so it's extremely warmer than what it was. It was in the minus 40s and now it's only minus 27. So that's better than nothing. I understand that a lot of you couldn't be here today because you've been busy with life, and I completely understand that. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna get into some questions that people have sent me and suggestions, or just news in general. So last month I did. Uh, what did I do last weekend? Or not last weekend, last month. So I did the sniper. And I'm really starting to think that the narrations are going to be taking a bit of a break. Um, it's just kind of like how Jeff said, they haven't really been getting much attention lately. I don't know if it's because it's been me, um, or if it's been just how my presentation of it has been going awry. But anyway, I mean, the last one I did, it did very poorly. So when they start doing poor like that, it's like I think it's just time to let it go. you know it's just time to take a break from that. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a break from it. I'm not gonna worry about it. So the only thing that I will worry about is live chats and podcast episodes. So far, the past 2 episodes of the podcast that I've done, I probably shouldn't have done in my room when I did because, um, I was caffeinating. Probably should have been, maybe my first cup into my coffee, before I decided to actually, um, do anything because I was just rambling on and on and on. So, but I think people like to see me ramble. I think a fair bit. Um, yeah, what else has been happening? So, 2 podcast episodes. There was in my room for voice play, and then I went ahead and I did Shenandoah by Jeff, and I've been trying to do that, and so far they've been doing relatively well. Shenandoah, I was surprised. It's almost at 82 views right now, and I'm like, that's pretty sweet. And I have a small milestone that I can celebrate this month, and I got up to 134 subscribers. So I'm very excited. I'm very happy because I when I first started this, I was I was never expecting to go like just go crazy, right? I just kind of thought that like gradually I would go and, just grow as I go along. And like it was just all like experimental. It was like, trying to figure out like what works, what doesn't work, um, that sort of thing. And then once I did it, I just felt really good with myself. I felt good in the sense that I was like, yeah, this is going great. This is going really great. Was very happy about it. And I'm glad to be at 134 subscribers. And it was like I'd be sitting there at like 128, and I'm like, come on, just give me two more. Because like if I can get to 130, I'll be happy. Because it's like I don't like even numbers, or I don't like odd numbers, I should say. And yeah, when it was like an odd number, I'm like, come on, just make it even so then I can be satisfied with my life. And I had a very late night last night. I don't know if you can see how glossy my eyes are. I mean, I slept, but very minimally. Um, but yeah, long night last night. Um, woke up around 7:30 this morning because I set my alarm to wake me up. But it scared the crap out of me because I'm not used to using this alarm specifically, and this is what it sounds like when it goes off.
Awake.
Come on.
You're awake.
What the heck? Hang on.
You're awake.
Why is it so quiet when that happens? It's odd. But yeah, I don't know. If you heard that, that's what it is. Hang on. Let me go to my sounds and haptics here. Probably works better with the sounds. Oh yeah, there we go. Ringtone. I'm just gonna.
You're awake. All good. You're awake.
Yeah. So, have fun hearing that in your ears at 7:30 in the morning. It scares the crap out of you. Not as terrifying as when I had his laugh on there for the longest time. My God. And more specifically, his laugh from Headless Horseman. So that was fun. Yeah, and like that's another thing that I do. It's like I make ringtones for people. I'm doing the podcast, screenshots, captures, all that stuff. Like I've also been doing like a whole bunch more like voice play related stuff. Um, yeah, so I'm thinking, keeping up with the podcast episodes. Wonderful. Thank goodness for this lady right here. I'm giving her props. Eileen, I know you're not here. You're probably sleeping. But I mean sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep is good. But if it wasn't for her reminding me at like the last minute to actually schedule this this chat, it wouldn't have happened. So, she is the Kathy to my Jeff in that instance because she reminded me and I would have totally would have forgotten. I would have just been like, crap. So yeah, she reminded me right at the last minute and I scheduled it last night before I went to bed and that was like around like 11:30. But it's good. Got it done. I'm here. So it's good. So what do I have planned for next month? So I got another podcast episode and I got it suggested to me, so keep an eye out for that. Um they figure like, well, the person that suggested it was like, oh, well, Eileen suggested it. I'll say it. She suggested that it's like, well, you've already done Shenandoah, so why don't you follow up with another one that's gonna make you cry? And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. And I also got another odd suggestion from Carly. She wants me to do a one person road trip tribute parody thing. And we were talking about it last night, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, how in the hell would I do it? And also, why? Why would I put myself through that? And she's like, well, you could do all the parts. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm just one person. Me doing it by one person is a completely different territory that I have not strode into yet. But yeah, it was pretty funny. And I'm like, and I can't sing like Earl? Heck no. I'd have to bring that down a couple octaves. But yeah. Oh, I have a new thing. I'll show you guys. I think you guys saw it a little bit earlier, but no. leather bracelet. So, yeah, got it yesterday. I had so much confusion with it yesterday because it said that it had been delivered, but I didn't get any notification saying that it had been delivered. So I was like, well, I hope it's at my mailbox because if not, then what am I gonna do? So, yeah, but it was delivered. I have it now. Fits great. So it's nice. Oh, and I don't know if you've seen my shirt or not, but ta-da! There's the microphone. It's in the way, but you get the gist. You know. Figured I'd wear that today with my long sleeves because it's cold. So yeah, it's like I went to bed like 2 nights ago, and I was just like, oh my god, I am freezing. Like it's just like this is like ridiculously cold. So and I didn't turn my electric blanket on earlier, which I probably should have done. But yeah. And what else has been going on with me? Not a whole heck of a lot. Been working. Work has been work. I think it's just been one of those weeks where it's like, can winter just be over, please? It's like I just want winter to be over. It's like I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of cold weather. I'm so tired of snow. I'm tired of, just people being overly grumpy, you know? It's just come on. Mm. Okay. I have a story to tell. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm in a cleaning facility. And this is just gonna I may throw up when I'm telling this story because it was so bad. So there was an older lady that we had, and she spilt her tea, spilt it all over her table, all over the floor. It was everywhere. So one of my coworkers comes to me and she says, um, "Can I borrow your mop?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure, whatever." So then I just kind of went back there and I was like, "Well, like, like what happened?" And she's like, "Yeah, this person spilled tea, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Okay." So then I went down there with her to try to assist her with like the cleaning. And so she starts to mop the floor. And this is where it gets scary. She's mopping the floor. And then out of the corner of my eye, because I'm like, I'm just clearing stuff off because like the Kleenex box had to be removed because it was, getting soaked with all the tea and blah, blah, blah. And so from the corner of my eye, she takes the mop, the one that she was using on the floor, and takes it and swipes it across the top of the table. And I'm sitting there and I'm seeing this. And I'm just like, what? I was appalled. I didn't even know what to say. I wanted to pull her aside and tell her that that was wrong in so many levels, but also at the same time, every nerve of self-control that I had in me not to strangle her, um, uh, I was just like, "What?" Burped, pardon me. But I could not believe it. Could not believe it. So I pulled her aside eventually once I centered myself because I just felt myself dying on the inside. I'm just like, did anybody else see what was happening? Did anybody? No. And then I'm like, do I even say something? It's at the end of my shift. It's been a long day. I don't have time for this. So, but I did end up saying something to her, and I told my supervisor about it too, because I'm like, that's just wrong on so many levels. Disgusting, wrong. Yeah, every self-control bone in my body just turned into jelly at that point because I was just like, oh my God. I'm like, how? Why? What? So then some of my other coworkers are like, hey, while you're mopping today, make sure you mop the floors or make sure you mop the tables with it too. And I'm just like, not gonna do it, man. Not gonna do it. I just froze. Like, I just watched that and I'm just like, okay. What? What? Why? So, yeah, that happened. I'm hoping that, something gets resolved out of that because ugh, it's just nasty. Anyway, my day's been going good. I had an omelet for breakfast. It was really good. Super good. We had some leftover stuff in the fridge that we had to get rid of, so we put it in the omelet. Then I was having a coughing attack like crazy earlier this morning because I was just like cough, 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 cough. I don't know. I think it was just because of like dry air because it's been so cold. So, and it's getting cold in here because I have my furnace plugged up. And there is feet. You will hear feet. So I'm looking into what I'm gonna do for this month. I think I pretty much have good ideas coming up. I don't know about road trip. I mean, I could give it a shot and see how it goes, but I'm just like, no, I really don't think that that's gonna happen. I mean, it'd be hilarious, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Nobody is here, you guys. It's just me talking to my computer. So that's always fun. This is what happens when I get bored. I don't have any engagement, guys. So, when I don't have engagement, makes it difficult. But yeah. So people have suggested that I do True Colors as a podcast episode. So I'm like, why not? Why not continue the torture, right? And I'm looking for suggestions, so I guess that's why I got it. And then also, and I don't know what I'm gonna do next for Jeff. Possibly High and Dry, or till then, go for like the sad, sappy, crying type songs. Yeah. Yeah, it was like a 4-day week yesterday and it just felt like it was like not my week at all. It just felt like nothing was happening. Or everything and nothing was happening. Everything was happening all at once and I couldn't handle it. So earthquake. I don't know if you saw the camera shake. But yeah, and then what was I doing earlier this morning before I started this? Well, I woke up, cleaned up my room a little bit, got rid of the garbage, got rid of, clothes that were hanging around, sorted out my laundry. I have that all ready to go after I'm done here. Got my coffee, had breakfast. Small wins, right? It's all the small wins. Valentine's Day came and gone. Thank God. We're almost at the end of the month again. It's crazy. I was just thinking about it the other day and I'm like, oh my God, we're like already into March. Time just goes by so fast. Oh, speaking of live chats, I might just maybe switch them around a bit. So if I am going to be doing a live chat, I might do it at the beginning of the month just so then I can get it done and out of the way because it seems like when I'm leaving it to the very last minute, it's just it's like very late with timing. Just because it's like, oh well, like it's the last minute, so then I can't get people engaged enough. But it's also my fault because it's like I probably should give people at least a week or so, to kind of maybe look at their schedule and double check things. But that's fine. I mean, me hanging out and doing absolutely nothing in front of a camera is all what I like. So yeah, and I completely understand. People have lives on the weekends. Everybody's at Jay's wedding. Yes, Jay is officially making it family official with his wedding. And the boys are going to be there. So happy for that. I'm waiting for pictures because I'm pretty sure that they are just going to be looking chef's kiss. Going to be looking terrific. Yeah, I don't know what else I'm going to talk about here because nobody's here. I'm all by myself. All by myself. No, that's one song I cannot sing. Do not have the range for it. I mean, I probably do have the range for it. It's just, putting myself through vocal hell to get there. That's not a song that I haven't sung enough to understand the craziness of it. 21 minutes have been elapsed. And it's been probably absolutely boring. I mean, usually these are more attended, but I don't know. It's like I tried to go for 9 o'clock, tried to go for 10, try to go for 11 my time. I don't know. Timing is tough. I mean, people said that it's like, well, 11 or 10 usually works for me, but it's like, well, things happen. But it's fine. It's okay. Yeah, so podcast is probably what you're going to be getting from me. Crack videos have been getting hard. Well, mostly because I've been making them with content that I can't release onto YouTube, unfortunately. Some of them have been very, very well put, but I can't put them onto YouTube. I can't put them onto my channel. So, I would love to share those with you, but I can't. So, I will get hunted down and killed, then thrown into the back of a horse trailer. Speaking of horse trailers, I recently rewatched Trapped a couple days ago. Oh, man. Very fine looking fellows in that video. But I find it's funny that watching the BTS, if you've ever watched the BTS for Trapped, if you've ever had the privilege of watching it for Trapped, it just seems like a very awkward tour of Jeff's house. And I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm just like, yeah, that just looks like an extremely weird tour. Extremely weird. Tour. Oh yeah, and Carly suggested that I either do Road Trip, Chicken Song, or what was the other one she wanted me to do? I can't remember what the other one was that she wanted me to do, but it was just like last night I was just laughing about it because I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, that's just ridiculous. Me being a waitress, no. But she's like, no, you're good. You're good at doing a Maggie impression. And I'm like, no. So, yeah, that's basically what I've been up to lately. Just been to be honest, I've been kind of going through a rough patch, and it's just been with the changing of the season, and it's like, the weather's nice, but it's not nice enough to really go outside, and then it gets cold again, and then it's like you're inside most of the time. So, and then there's work and stress and blah blah blah. So that's always annoying. I guess I could show you guys my ring. So this one I just recently got. It was off of Etsy. I had to order 2 because the one that I had before, it was a size 7 and it wouldn't fit comfortably on my finger because I wanted it to be something that it was like, well, if I start flailing my arms around, it's not just gonna like flick right off and then just get lost forever. So I had to order a secondary one. So now I have a one that's a size 7 that that I don't know what to do with. I mean, it fits on my thumb, so I think it just goes to show you what how tiny my fingers are. So yeah. For anybody who's into hands. There you go. So yeah, and like just the same Apple Watch, whatever. And no, this is not a wedding ring. Well, it's a wedding band, but I'm not married. It's just a ring that I wanted on the opposite hand that only fit on that finger. So could have put it on this one too, but then it's like the clashing of it just feels awkward. So I didn't want to do that. Oh yeah, so and I've also ordered a t-shirt from VoicePlay. I'm not saying which one it is though, but it'll be my very first shirt of VoicePlay merchandise ever. And here I was, I ordered it and I was thinking, I'm like, I am going to just get slapped in the face with shipping, right? No. Their shipping is fairly easy going compared to Jeff's. I think the shipping from VoicePlay was only like $7, which I was surprised. And then like Jeff's is like boom, 20 right there. And I'm like, ouch. So and I've been doing some singing. I haven't been doing a lot of singing, but I've been doing some singing. It's just been and I've kind of been I made another spotlight of a Spotify playlist. I could probably put that link in the chat. So then if you want to go back, you can check those out. Actually, I'll post both of them in the chat. Cuz I figured, I made them, but I never actually made like an official post about them. I never actually said that I made the playlists because I just did it on a whim the one day and I was like, So there's this one. How in the hell do I copy the link? Spotify, guys. I have no idea. Share. Copy. There we go. Surveys. YouTube is always asking me to do surveys, and it's like, no, I don't have time for that. This is gonna be weird because I'm signing into YouTube on my phone, and then I'll be live in 2 places at once. I think. If it's at all possible. I think it is. 86. Yeah, 86 videos now. That's awesome. Huh. Weird. It's not. Oh, okay. I actually have to go to the thing. Okay. There we go. Hopefully my sound isn't on this. No, it's not. Good. Okay. I'm going to post that one. Okay, so there's the first one. Number 1. Okay, there it is. And then let me find the other one. And I mean, feel free to follow me on Spotify if you want. Can't say that I won't engage with you there. Mostly just because that's just not what I do. I don't do that. Copy. Go back. And then paste number 2. Probably post about these later. Probably. So, there we go. Done and done. Yeah, so there's the Spotify playlists. If you want to check those out, you're more than welcome to. There's just a collection of songs of like stuff from like when I was a kid to like early adulthood to like teen years now. and just some of the stuff that I listen to when I'm having a day, when I'm feeling human, when I'm having a day, you know? I think like Spotify playlist number 2 is a little bit more. Well, like I called it music therapy because it's like, you can just cry, you can scream to it, you can cry, laugh, It's like I could keep those playlists going on forever, but then it's like I wouldn't want to do that because it's like then I would never quit. So it's like they have to have an end at some point. Slurp. Slurping the coffee. I have a participant. Do I? Or is it just me? It's just me. That's fantastic. All messages are visible. Okay, so yeah, there's still nothing. There's still nothing. Yeah. So I think that about wraps it up. This one's a little bit shorter, but I can't really be sitting here just talking to myself, talking to an empty screen. So there you have it. There's going to be 2 more podcast episodes coming out soon. Probably the narrations are probably going to take a break, unless if like I get suggested something that's like going to be really good that people are going to want to hear. I doubt it. So those are going to be taking a back seat. So unless if like there's one that like you're dying to hear me do, then send it my way and I'll make it happen. But still, I don't think that that's going to happen either. So yeah, so if you're watching the replay, hello. Cheers to you. My Winnie the Pooh mug. There's the one side. Then slowly, gently. This is a very big mug. I don't know if you can read that, but it's you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. I live by that. I live by that. Is there anything else? Like, I feel like there's something else that I've talked about the weather. Talked about Spotify playlists. I talked about YouTube. The the guys appreciate me for giving them positive affirmation. So, it's fun. I hope the wedding's going well. I really hope so. I'm so happy that Jay's officially getting married. We're going to Orlando. We're going to Orlando. We'll get the hell out of here. We're in Orlando. We're finally in Orlando. We're both tired as hell, though. For any of you who haven't seen Jay's story on Instagram, that was what it was. Because he was on his way with his wife to Orlando for his wedding, and that's what he was doing. And I'm like, yeah, the dude made a song all the way as he was on the way to Orlando from Seattle. So yeah, I'm glad that they finally managed to have that happen. I haven't been monitoring Instagram. Haven't really been watching it lately, but yeah, as updates come in, I'm gonna be excited. I'm already excited. I'm super excited for him already. It's so fun. No, you haven't missed the chat, Eileen. No, I'm still here. I'm guessing she probably wants the link. I can send her the link. No problem. Walking on broken glass. I never know, 'cause it feels like this. I'm walking on broken glass. Sorry. Trying to find the link. Oh my god. Hopefully you didn't hear that. Walking on broken. Oh my god, I have that song stuck in my head. What the heck? Why? Oh, sure. Oh my god. You're hearing that right now, right? You heard that? God. Okay. So I sent that to Eileen, so she's probably gonna pop in. So I have time. Are you serious right now? It's like quiet. Stop it. It's like, oh, and now I've gained 3 participants. What is this about? What is this mess? Thank you for the link. You're welcome, Eileen. You're welcome. And thank you for being my Kathy and reminding me that this was happening. Well, you reminded me last night. Oh my god. I'm sorry if you're hearing burping right now. That's just what my dad does. So, he eats too fast. That's the problem. So, you're probably going to hear a lot of that. So, yeah, it was like 3 participants and now it's only 1. What the heck? I don't get it. So, yeah, I was just about to sign off and then Eileen sent me that message and now I'm here. So, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, here's the shirt. But look at my nose. So, yeah, I don't know what. Oh my god, my butt. Ow. My butt is sore. Yeah. So not a lot has happened this morning. Not not a lot that I can recall throughout the week has happened. Yeah, and I don't really want to repeat myself for it, but Eileen, I was just saying, since you're just joining in, narrations are probably going to be taking a back seat for a minute because they just they haven't been going so well. Okay, what? Oh no, my connection is unstable. Oh my god, it just said that my connection was unstable. That is weird. Huh? It's probably because of all the the interaction that I have going on right now. Let me maybe punt myself off on one thing. Oh, that's probably why. There we go. Hopefully that fixed it a little bit. Okay, I'll open up Instagram and see if Eileen's sending me anything. My god. It says slow mode is on. Yeah, that's okay. I put that on because now I can't send replies to you on YouTube. Yeah, my connection pooped. My connection pooped. Slow mode is on. But I see you, Eileen. I see you. Slow mode is just only for like the filtering of messages. I just put it on because sometimes it's like I can't read. So I mean I get it because YouTube chats are always different than Crowdcast, but you know that's the only other place that I do these. So you're hearing that? Oh my god. Connection's pooping again. And my connection again. I have to refresh each time I want to send a message. That's annoying. That's really annoying. And my connection has been like going like stable to unstable. So that could be it too. It could be on my end mostly. So sorry about that, Eileen. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. There's nothing else that I can do because there's nothing else that I have running in the background on my computer. So lovely ambient soundtrack that I got going on. Hey. And you thought that I got burpy. Mm-mm. I don't get burpy. Like I don't get. I get burpy, but I don't get that burpy. Could you try turning slow mode off? I don't know. I don't know if that's even possible. Um, mm, let me see. Edit. Okay, that's not gonna. Slow mode off. Save. There we go. Okay, I turned it off. Hopefully that'll fix something. Okay, there we go. Maybe that's kind of the thing because like there's nobody else here. Oh yeah, way better. Yeah, way better. Way better. Yeah, all of your way better. Yeah. So okay, so slow mode is not my thing because there's just like not a lot of there's just not a lot of traffic, unfortunately. So, note to self, do not put, actually, I'll put it right here. Self, do not put on slow mode. LOL. There we go. So, welcome, Eileen. Welcome. You're almost at the end of the chat, but that's okay. This chat is unlisted. Yes, because I didn't want to make it public. So, do you want me to edit that too? Because I'll edit that too. Not that I really care because a lot of anybody can see it. Well, anybody can. Oh, how do I do that? Oh, visibility. There we go. That's why. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But that doesn't make any sense because it's like it should have been like you're subscribed to me, but yeah, been trying since a little after 10. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That was bad. I guess also in my story, the link was there because I put it in my story last night. So as a last resort, I gotta get better at that. Like I gotta get better at scheduling these because like it's like I gotta schedule them earlier and then I gotta I really gotta figure out the whole. Oh my god. I gotta figure out how to schedule these better and just because it's like it's not something that I use a lot, so it's yeah, so no narrations probably because the last one that I put up, it only had like 25 views. Not that like I'm looking for a lot of views, but I was just like, I don't know. Like it's just starting to feel like it's just not really worth doing anymore. Like I've already done the thing. Like My Little Mermaid got 300 views. So I'm I'm happy with that. And like anything else that I've done after that has just kind of been like 10 to 25, 25 to 30-ish, 50 at best. I think like my Mask of the Red Death did like I think it was like 100 by now. So I'm like, eh. Oh my god. Yeah, and then the podcast is still gonna happen, but I also like it's like it's like I want to do everything, right? But I don't know. People aren't familiar with the source. They might not click on the narration. Yeah. And yeah, that's also kind of the part of it too, is that I'm like trying to find ones that have like twist story. But I also don't promote myself well enough. I got a pimple on my chin. Freaking it's 2023 and I'm still wearing masks at work. It makes my skin all itchy. Ugh. So anyway. But yeah, so narrations are probably gonna take a hot seat. And I'm just probably gonna focus on the podcast. What else was it that I was thinking of doing? It wasn't like an AMA thing. It was like, yeah, mask me. I hate it. I hate it. Because it's like I get 2 days off and then I'm like not wearing them and I'm like, trying to keep, my skin just to like repair itself. Then I go back to work and then it's like put the mask on and then it's like, Yeah, because it's like, well, most of the time, like I'll just have it under here now, because it's like while I've been wearing them, I've just been getting headaches like crazy. So it's like I'm not wearing this thing, and it's like I'm not around anybody. So it's like I'm keeping it down, or I'll take it off completely now, because it's like, not to say that, that's like, like, not that I'm not taking people's safety into consideration, but it's like it just seems to be a thing that it's like, if you're working in the health district, you don't really need it as much. So, I mean, I don't know. I still wear mine for safety purpose, but it's like, why? Like, you see that little red dot there? You see that? Annoying. When it's just you in the laundry, you don't need it. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's just another thing, right? Like, it's like I'm mostly just, um, like, that's mostly where I'm at. I'm like either in rooms and the rooms are empty, or I'm doing laundry. But if I am around a resident, of course I'll always wear it just for their safety more than it is mine. But yeah. So Eileen, or Kathy, as I would like to call you now. um, Questions? Do you have questions? Just spitball at them. Just spitball me. Well, I have a question for you. Did you sleep at all? Because I started this chat thinking that I was like, oh well, if she's not around, then she's probably sleeping. So yeah. Why does he always say soon? Because we all know that it's like it'll happen eventually, but it really won't happen at all. 2 hours of sleep. Ouch. Ouch. Well, I had Jeff in my ears this morning when I woke up, because I set my alarm for 7:30 just to give myself enough time to be awake and to get here, and all I hear is, "Oh, good, you're awake." And I'm like, I mean, I don't want to be, but I guess I'm awake now. Thank you. So, yeah, that was fun. Scared the crap out of me, like seriously. Oh, and the one reel that I got served the other day got scared the crap out of by um Eileen. Just a little tiny Jeff in my ear. Oh, it tickles my eardrums. Now there's a mental image, Jeff, in your ears. I'd love to have him in my ears. So, yeah. But, well, it was so weird because I had my headphones in, because I usually sleep with my headphones in because it just, like, the noise canceling, and it's good for my ambiance. That's like the only way without using a white noise machine. It's kind of bad because it's like I'm afraid that I'm going to like asphyxiate myself in bed. So I try to be very cautious about that. Normally, once I wake up, they're out of my ears, but one was still in my ears. And then as my alarm went off, like all I hear is, "Oh, good, you're awake. Oh, good, you're awake." And I'm like, bro, I'm not awake, but you're saying that I am awake. So, yeah, I don't know why Jeff always says soon. I think it's because he like I think he wants to build up the anticipation, and B, I think he wants to give himself more time to work on things. But it's kind of like, as he said, like, well, as not as he said, but as like Kathy said, um, they kind of want to go slower in their front on their department. So, I understand that. I'm gonna darken this a little bit. Why is it so bright in here? Doesn't make much sense. But tilt this a little bit. Because I have two lamps that are making light. But one of them's on a dimmer, but the other one's not on a dimmer. Yeah, oh well, whatever. You can still see my face. You can still see it. Oh, there we go. It's better. It darkened a little bit. What the heck? Makes no sense. Light. Dark. It's so weird. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. It's light because it's daytime. Yeah, it is light. It is light because it's daytime. Is it morning time? Yeah, we can get up. Duh. Tea. Is it morning time? Yeah, we can get up. William, he's such a sweetie. Ding dong, I know you can hear me. Open up that door. And there's white stuff on the ground reflecting the gray sunlight. Yeah, that's the thing. I have blackout curtains. Like these are like, well, not totally blackout curtains. Like you can definitely see the light in the back, but it makes it really dark in here. When I don't have any lights on, makes it dark. So and plus I'm also keeping them closed to keep out the cold because it's cold. But also I would have my booster fan running, but I didn't want you guys to hear that in the background because it's so loud. So, but yeah, it's gonna take a little bit longer for my room to heat up. You're not the greatest blackout curtains. Well, they were cheap. They were $8. So, yeah, they're like really thin. They're not like super thick or anything. That's what she said. So, Eileen, do you remember last night? Or I don't know. I don't know if you were there for that conversation, but when Carly mentioned that she wants me to do road trip, there's something to warm you up in IG chat. Should I put my reaction out on public? Should I see what that is? Oof. Hello. That was from running up that hill, was it not? Oof. That is nice. Which version of road trip? Well, just well, she said she wants me to do like kind of like the live version. Huh? What? What am I missing? What did I miss? And why did I miss it? Instagram, you're making me look a fool here. What's happening? Or is it on Instagram? Or was it on Patreon? Because if so, okay. Oh, email. Gotcha. Okay. Soon. Oof. Yeah, darkness. How fun. Okay, I see it. Okay. Cuz I've been limiting my notifications on my phone, which is a thing. Cuz I just can't be bombarded with notifications. So, but then I don't get to hear my email tone. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. Wow, my eyes kind of look a little hazel in this lighting. Kind of like it. But they're brown. They're poop brown. I have shitty eyes. Literally and figuratively. They're shitty because I can't see at all. And they're shitty because they're poop brown. So, there you go. Poop analogy in a chat. Done. And speaking of other things that are done, my coffee is almost done. You see that? That's all I got left. That's all I got. And it's getting cold too, so it's like cold coffee. And I burped earlier, Eileen. So you don't have to worry about me not getting burpy. So I burped. Yeah, she wanted me to do road trip and chicken song. And like she wanted me to like kind of go through and like do it just like by one person. And I'm just like I mean, it would be hilarious just to see what the final product would be if I took the time to do it, but it's like that just seems like so much work. I mean, Carly says I do a good Ellie chicken impression. She's laying eggs now. just like they used to. Ever since that rooster came into our yard, things are looking up, they're laying eggs now, just like they used to. Ever since that rooster came into our yard. There you go. I did it. Did it. It's done. It's up there. So, yeah, there you go. That's all you're gonna get. And then as for road trip, Hi, my name is Maggie. Today's my first day. I don't think we have that. Thank you. I'm a gum tree. That's my branch. So yeah, that's what happens when we stay up past our bedtime. Weird as crap happens. So. Oh, yeah, and somebody asked me a couple days ago that they were just like, hey, they're like, do you know how to beatbox? And I'm like, I know a little bit. I know my booms cats. It's about as good as I get. Actually, that's not true. Inhale bass, I've been getting better at. So, and I think when somebody had mentioned in one of the other chats, that it was like, what is like that whoop sound? But even though it's like it's a sample, but it's just like the whoop. So, you can do that. Took me forever to learn how, but I can do it. It was so funny because during that chat, I should have been recording myself when I did it because I went and did it. I went the whoa, but it was like an octave lower. And I was like, oh my God, that sounded great. Like it was just like one of those things where it like vocally kind of punches you in your own face. And it's just like, oh, that was good. That like, oh, it tickles my eardrums. So thought they meant that deep boom that shows up here, that shows up so often in the sample. Yeah, like I think that's what they were talking about. But then I think they kind of got onto the topic of that as well. So kind of rerouted into it. But I'm like, I knew it was a sample. It's like I had a feeling. Because like then they were talking about like how they used it in Dragonborn and like all that other stuff. So yeah. Because that one's always used. Just like the boom. And there's also like nope, no sound. What the heck? So I do a little. I don't do a lot of beatboxing, but I do a little. I'm never gonna. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna be as good as Lane is. Get out of here. But yeah, we have 2 participants. Who else has joined us here today? Oh, just me and Eileen. Or it could be somebody that's not subscribed to me. So it's also another thing. We all beatbox a bit when we're concentrating on something and are humming. Yep, it's true. Or it's like just sometimes it's like boom 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 ba-da-da-dum. Like, that's usually what I'm doing. Throughout my day, I'm usually going do 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 da 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 do. Or I break out into do 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 do. So yeah. Okay, well I've been here for an hour. And not a lot happened. So what things do you want to record? Like, I've just it's just been it's been kind of a difficult step for me because it's like I know what like it's like there are things that I want to do, but then it's like also just like trying to find the time to do it. Because it's like I've been using most of my weekends to record things, just because like it's quiet and I have the time at my disposal to do it. So podcasts for sure. Then what was the other thing that I wanted to do? Like other than live streams, like that's fine. But like as far as like recording, um there's something else that I wanted to do. I mean, and I've like always been on the fence about covers because it's like people have said, yeah, I have a good voice and whatnot, but it's like I just don't know how to do the audio production on things. You heard that. And the funny thing is, you have hearing aids. I really didn't think that you'd be able to hear that, but yeah. A lot of the time, it only happens when he eats bread. It gets really bad, or when he's driving. When he eats bread, or when he's driving. Or if he's sitting down, it's like his diaphragm just doesn't know what to do with itself, and then he's like, "Bah, bah, bah." So- and like he's been like that for years. It's just been a thing, and they've never really have found like an actual like treatment for it. It's just um like chronic burping. It streams the sound directly into my ears, all the sound all at once, and it probably doesn't tickle your eardrums. Probably doesn't tickle them at all. It probably annoys the hell out of them. Well, and I'm gonna be working on getting some of that acoustic foam up. Like, I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference because it's like acoustic foam is only for like echo. Don't have a lot of echo. Um, yeah, and it belching and bloating after eating bread. Check for celiac. Yeah, probably, possibly. I don't know for sure. I mean, he's never really gotten it tested. We just know that it's just been a thing. And then sometimes, like, if he went into like a bad fit of AFib, it would get worse. Like, it would just be like seconds, like belch, 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 belch. So, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's his thing. He's dealing with it. Feet, 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 feet. Okay. So, I think I might just end it here. Not a lot happened, and I've run out of things to say. Yeah, I really don't know what else to do for my channel, and it's like I don't want to give up my channel. I really don't want to give it up, but it's like it's really hard for me just to try to find stuff to just to do that I have a feeling that people are going to enjoy or things that I'm going to like. And the other thing that kind of upsets me is that it's like, yes, people are watching it, but I'm not getting enough feedback. Like, I'm getting nothing. And I mean, I don't know if that's like a good thing because it's like, I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. And I don't know if people are interested in it or not. So it's kind of frustrating because it's like when I first started it, it was like people were giving me all the suggestions and like all the feedback. So then it's like I knew where to go and, how to carry it on. But now it's like, yeah. I think you should find a specific niche for the narrations to maybe attract more views. Well, and I also like I don't promote myself. Like I very rarely don't promote myself at all. So it's like I'm not posting on Instagram every day saying that it's like, oh, check this out. Oh, whatever. So yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. Probably gonna get more coffee after this. Gonna do my laundry because I have a mountain of laundry on my floor. I'll show you guys. I think maybe. Camera. There's my bed. Hello. I don't know if you can see back corner there. Whoa. That was scary. Sorry about that in your ears, Eileen. My God, I had no control over that one. Hi, Caesar Bunny and Gabby. Yes, Sunny is in my bag. She's chilling in my bag because she comes with me when I go to work. So that's what I got going on there. You could post us soon on Instagram. Yeah, I've done that before, and still, people don't seem interested. So it's like, oh, good, I'm awake. Were you awake because of the sound or because your alarm went off? Well, probably because your alarm went off. Pill time. Well, you're off of your uh, arthritis meds, which has got to make it tough. Oh, good. I'm awake. I still love that so much. And now my cat is howling. So it's fun. Come on. You're hearing that? Are you hearing my cat? Parkinson's pill.
Oh, it tickles my eardrums, huh?
Oh, good. You're awake.
Oh my God, what is this?
So yeah, those are some of the sounds that I have on my thing. Oh yeah, Eileen, I forgot to tell you. I don't know if you're gonna rewatch the replay, but we were Jewish in our house this morning. We broke a plate. I'm like, well, it's certainly fitting because somebody's getting married today. So, well, I don't know if it's today or tomorrow. I don't know. Sometime this weekend. But yeah, I'm like, we're not Jewish, but Opa. It just felt like it had to happen. I'm like, that's perfect. Somebody's getting married. We broke a plate, but we're not Jewish. But we're still wishing, good foundation. Had a broken plate in the dishwasher today. See? It's a thing. It's a thing. They must have known that Jay was getting married, so they're like, we're gonna break all the plates in people's houses today. Just for something. Oh, it's Greek. You see, I always get that confused. Always. I always get it confused. Yeah, all the time. Okay, so so Jews break the glass. They wrap up a wine glass and then they step on it, right? When they get married. And then Opa is Greek at weddings for good luck and to ward off death, basically. I know that I researched it, but now it's like the research is escaping me. I don't read. Anyway, thanks for coming out, Eileen. Thanks for hanging out. Gonna get more coffee. I'm gonna get my laundry done, like I said. Hey, maybe record something. Maybe another podcast episode. So, or two. Talk for another 20 minutes and rag my voice out. So, oh, and yeah, if you didn't see that, if you didn't see the steam that was coming from my laptop, don't worry. It's just from my humidifier. Or, well, my aroma diffuser. That's what that is. So, yeah, so thanks for hanging out. And I will see you next time. I'm going to try to be better at this. My God. I'm going to try so hard to get better at this. Okay. See you guys. See you later. Oh. See you soon. My God. Really? Okay. See you guys.